You lose value when you're too accessible. I don't know why that shit's so hard to comprehend for some of you. Think about it. If everyone rode around in Ferraris and Lambos, they'd be just another car in the street. They wouldn't be exclusive. Because we see them every fucking day. Don't be accessible. Be exclusive. Respect your time. Value your presence, and others will take note of it. Be a little mysterious, ladies and gentlemen. Don't take just anyone to dinner. Don't tell your secrets to just anyone. Make people earn your presence. It starts with self-respect. When you show people how inaccessible you are, man, they're going to appreciate you that much more. Trust me. You're welcome.
Unlimited access makes you lose value. There's a difference between being responsive and warm and playful versus just being somebody's supply of validation. Please learn the difference. Please don't become a supply of anything to anyone. And if you're noticing this in your life, it's time to change things. It's time to take action. Can't repeat what happened to you in 2025. Download Astra. Astra will literally give you a step-to-step guide on how you can set strong boundaries with people in your life according to your zodiac sign. So it's personalized to you. There's no excuse to keep doing what you were doing in 2025. When you give unlimited access to people, you're always available. People don't see the value in you anymore. This is when people start to take advantage of you. You can be a good person, but you need to have boundaries and you need to always prioritize yourself. Never ever self-abandon, okay?
Stop giving people unlimited access to you. Let me tell you something nobody explains when you're younger.
We're too accessible as people. When we get to the status in life, we're too accessible. We feel like we got to be outside. We feel like we got to be around. You got to duck off sometimes. You're more valuable when you're not seen. We can't be as accessible as we was back in the day. We can't be accessible to all the homies we used to fuck with, to all the women we used to fuck with. Everybody can't just be able to call you. Everybody can't just be able to pull up on you. People should feel honored when you pull up to their fucking event or to their situation. Because you don't really show up for nothing. I've been there, done that, bro. I already proved myself. Why I gotta be outside for? Why I gotta be in everything? If anything, you make people come to you. You need to build yourself up. Of course, in the beginning stages, yes, you need to be outside. You need to make yourself known. Get your money up. Get your status up. And once you get that, you need to fall back. You're not gonna gain any more status from being outside shaking hands all the time. Once you become too noticeable, once you become too reachable, people don't appreciate you. The more you're outside, the more people see you, your value's going down. Because you're becoming a regular person at this point. Oh, he a regular. I see this nigga all the time. But just imagine if I stepped out of every fucking event. There's nothing special about me showing up. There ain't nothing about me being here.
If you want to increase your value amongst your friends, family, and potential partners, you need to understand the concept of scarcity. It's normal in human nature to only respect things that are hard to obtain. If your time and attention is always readily available, you will start to see that in the way that people treat you, that they don't respect you. You are accidentally devaluing yourself when you are too available to people. When you do this, your subconscious is saying, I have no other options and no other priorities. You are giving them an emotional discount and they will take it every time. And no, the fix is not to play games. The fix is to value your own time and to prioritize the things that make you interesting. You need to treat your calendar like a VIP list, not a suggestions box. If you act like a convenience store, you will attract low-quality customers. If you act like an artifact, people will start to see it in your aura. A healthy mind is a healthy life. Now follow me for more content.
Good person and being an available person are not the same thing. For a long time, I thought they were identical. I thought being kind meant answering every call. Being loyal meant replying instantly. Being loving meant always saying yes, even when I was tired, busy, or honestly just not in the mood.
Listen, this year I ain't doing nothing for free. If you need me to do something for you, you gotta pay for it. See, sometimes people gotta realize this. You can't always be accessible to people who don't want to pay your price. Sometimes you got to realize that people only like you or only want to be around you because your accessibility is free. But as soon as they got to pay for it, baby, you will weed out so many people. And one thing I had to understand was that part right there. Those free days are over with. I'm no longer allowing people in my space for free. I'm no longer allowing people to absorb my knowledge for free. Because you got to realize that when you are always in the position of allowing other people to level up off of your accessibility, you got to realize when you got to stop being so accessible. So now I understand, baby, if you need me to show up for you, it's going to cost you something. And it ain't always about money, but it's going to cost you some time, some effort, some reciprocation. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm always available for you and every time I'm in need of you, you're never available for me, that's a problem. And I'm no longer going for that in 2026 and beyond. Baby, you're going to have to come up off something because I'm not doing it for free. Sometimes you got to understand that people find ways to do everything that they want to do for who they want to do it for whenever they want to do it. Stop allowing people to be in your space for free. Stop allowing people to call you and whenever they're in need of you, you go running because you feel like you're missing out on a blessing. But let me tell you something. Sometimes blessings are tied to the word no. We as people got to understand sometimes God will bless you more when you stop being so accessible to people that drains you. When you stop being so accessible to people who have the wrong intentions towards you. More blessings come your way when you stand on business about who you are. Stop always questioning your worth and your value because you feel like you're missing out on something. And stop showing up for people for free. Make them pay. They want you to be there? Make them pay. They want you to show up? Make them pay. Sometimes you got to realize that part right there. Your accessibility is priceless. So you got to learn that everybody can't have that access to you. Period.
One thing that I really loved and valued about my dad is how at a young age he always taught me to never be too available to men. You need to make sure your schedule's full, make it look like you're fitting them into your schedule and they're not fitting you into theirs. And growing up, I really didn't understand why I had to pretend or become like I'm unavailable with somebody that I actually liked and was excited to talk to and get to know. But now that I'm older, I get the root of what he was trying to explain to me. It wasn't about playing games, it was about protecting my worth. It was basically saying don't lose yourself in these men who wouldn't even take time out of their day to move around their schedule to fit you in. Don't make somebody a priority in your life who only makes you an option and who is only there when it's convenient for them. And honestly, as women, I feel like we already overextend ourselves and give too much of ourselves to people who we barely even know. But what my dad was really teaching me is to have balance in my own life, my own goals, my own routine. It's like you don't have to be distant or too unavailable, but don't make it seem to where that man is the forefront focus of your life. The right man will not want you to shrink your schedule or your passions in order to fit him in. He will make room in his because that's what you deserve.
I thought that made me valuable. It didn't. It made me convenient. There's a difference. See, when you're always available, people stop seeing your presence as something special. It becomes expected, normal, guaranteed, like free Wi-Fi. Nobody celebrates free Wi-Fi. They just assume it'll be there. But let that Wi-Fi go down for 1 hour and suddenly everybody notices. That's how access works. It's not about playing games, it's about protecting your energy like it actually matters, because it does.
There's a reason why people are not treating you the way you deserve, because you have been too available, too forgiving, too nice. Psychology calls it the door in the face technique. It's when people test your boundaries and then push harder when you let them. You do know that you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, by what you accept, and what you decide to stay silent about. Stay silent about. Not everything requires for you to talk about it. So if you're tired of being disrespected, don't get louder, get scarier. Start saying no. Start disappearing. Poof. Start making your silence expensive. Let them feel the absence. Don't give everybody your energy all the time. You need to release that. Go do your own thing. You don't have to be all up under somebody anyway. Find something else to do. Even if it's just taking an everything shower, doing your nails, like romanticizing your life in some way. Just do anything but go back to that person who's disrespecting you. If somebody's treating you a certain kind of way, I'm not going to say it's not their fault, because it is their fault because they're choosing to treat you that way. But the fact that you are allowing it is the reason why it's happening. Because there are some people probably who will never get disrespected, will never allow themselves to be disrespected. you can be that person. You need to make yourself into that person. These people are not necessarily born like that. They're made. You have to make yourself into the person you want to be. You don't just pop up one day and then you're like, you're that girl. Like, you have to make yourself into that girl. Okay? It takes effort. It takes intention. It takes moving a certain kind of way to make yourself into that girl. Okay? It's not just, don't accept, oh, I'm just like that. No, change yourself, girl. Make yourself better. Improve yourself. Anyhow, I gotta go. I'm super late today. But I just have to get these messages out to you guys. Like, I just feel it so strong in my soul and in my heart that I just gotta share. Anywho, love you.
Just a little permission you didn't ask for. You don't have to be available all the time. You don't have to respond immediately, and you don't owe access just because someone expects it. Space is not rude. Pausing is not neglect, and choosing not to engage is not avoidance. You are allowed to protect your attention, and it is okay if not everyone likes that.
When you build a full life, your goals, your routines, your peace, you stop orbiting around other people's convenience. You stop dropping everything just because someone decided, randomly, that now they want your attention. And something interesting happens when you do this. The right people don't get offended. They adjust. They respect it. They start to meet you where you are instead of expecting you to always meet them where they are. Because people naturally respect what respects itself.
Being overly accessible and being quick to capitulate makes you lose value in the eyes of society and in the eyes of other people around you. This is why women tend to suffer the most when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, and they tend to get used by their family members because they are too easily accessible and feel obligated to people and obligated to participate in things, and also desperate for validation, okay? Especially from men and the men in their life that they deal with. And this is a problem because you're always going to be in a position where people are disrespecting you, taking you for granted, and God forbid, the one time you want to set boundaries, it could be detrimental to you and your safety because people are so accustomed to using you for free that when you finally set a boundary, now people want to get violent, now people want to get aggressive, now people want to cut you off or do extreme things because you were always an accessible person. You're too easily accessible. If your friend's asking you, oh, can you babysit my kids? And you're saying yes every time, letting people abuse you and use you, you're going to become resentful of people eventually, okay? And the reason why you're resentful of people is because you don't have any boundaries. You're too accessible. Nobody wants things that are easy to get in any capacity. Nobody wants a purse that anybody could just go to the store and get. Nobody wants a car that everybody has. People want the exceptions in life. People want the things that most people do not have access to. And that's what makes the thing a luxury. If anybody can be friends with you and you're nice to everybody, you hang out with everyone, you date anybody, you sleep with anybody, a family member can ask you for anything and you're going out of your way, skipping work, skipping your obligations or the things that you like to do to fulfill that, people are not going to respect you. You have to set boundaries, and you shouldn't even be a person that people feel entitled to, or people feel that they can ask you certain things, right? When people don't even ask you certain things in the first place, that means that they know that you have boundaries and you have self-respect and you're not going to be stepped on.
You think being available makes you dependable? It doesn't. It makes you replaceable. If you reply instantly, you show up every now and then, you're training people to take you for granted. Even God doesn't answer all prayers at once, so who will you be? Why are you running a 24/7 customer service line for people who wouldn't text you first? People who wouldn't be there when you need them. Let me tell you something. Scarcity creates value. Constant access creates complacency. You don't need to play games. Just learn how to say no. Boundaries. Boundaries are very important. Let's say, let me check my schedule. Instead of you answering so fast, say to them, okay, let me just check my schedule. Even if you don't have one, that's what I need you to start saying. Make them earn your yes. Because when your time is treated like free air, they will stop seeing you as treasure. So, stop being instantly available. Start being intentionally present. That's how people start to respect your time again and again, okay? Share this with your family and friends and make sure you follow me for more tips.
I made myself too available for other people, and it cost me more than I realized. I answered every call. I showed up every time, even when it drained me. And slowly my time disappeared, my focus slipped, and my priorities got pushed to the side. There's a scripture in the Bible that can help you with this. In Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, it says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Access requires boundaries. Being available isn't the same as being valued. And boundaries don't make you selfish, they make you intentional. Protect your time, say no without guilt, and save your energy for what you are building. Not everybody deserves full access to you.
Ready for some tough love? Most of your dating problems are stemming from you having no fucking standards and you being so damn available. Why do you think it's attractive to drop what you're doing the minute that man calls you or asks to see you? You're like, oh my god, Tim just called. Ladies, I can't go out and I can't go to the gym and now I have to change everything that I'm doing. Calm down. Go take some ashwagandha, and you tell that man either nothing, you say literally jack squat, or you just say, no, sorry, I'm busy. Even if you're not fucking busy, don't you dare let that man see you just because he messaged you 5 minutes ago and now he wants to see you in an hour, or now he's coming over. No, that's not cute. That's him seeing if you have boundaries, and you saying, oh yeah, come over, I'm not busy. Okay, well, one, he's already lost respect for you, so you might as well just put your head down in shame. Now you're not winning, baby girl. Now he's in the power seat.
Think about it. You don't value things that are unlimited. You value things that require intention, effort, timing. Not because you're trying to be difficult, but because you understand your time is not a public park. Not everyone gets to walk in whenever they feel like it. And this doesn't mean becoming cold or distant. You can still be warm, you can still be kind, you can still love deeply, but you stop abandoning yourself to prove it. You stop answering messages when you're mentally exhausted just to avoid disappointing someone. You stop saying yes when your entire body is begging you to say no. You stop treating your attention like it's worthless. Because here's the truth, most people
you're over available, and there's a kind of chaos that doesn't come from your space. It comes from your schedule, from your constant yeses, from your instant replies, and from your unwillingness to disappoint people. Over availability is a survival strategy, and it's keeping you away from wealth. Because every time you answer without thinking, and every time you take that call you didn't want to take, every single time you make yourself accessible to energy that drains you, you delay the life that wants to meet you. You cannot be the portal and the people pleaser at the same time. Here's what to do today. Go to your phone and turn off all your notifications for 24 hours. Not just on Do Not Disturb, I mean turn off all your notifications. Then go to your text messages and delete 3 conversations that feel really heavy or they feel incomplete. No explanation, no guilt, just space. Next, choose one moment this week that you will not be available. Nothing at all. And now block it off. That time is yours to rest, to breathe, to create whatever you want to do. Remember, wealth responds to women that protect their presence. Not because she's a cold person, it's just because she's very clear. Your time is not a public park, and your energy is not a vending machine. Raise the bar on access, and everything else will rise with it.
Learn the hard way. When you're always available, people assume you'll always be available. They stop planning for you. They stop prioritizing you. They stop valuing you. Not because you lack value, but because you removed the boundaries that protect it. And the moment you start protecting your time, everything changes. You start feeling calmer, clearer, more in control of your own life. You stop feeling resentful. You stop feeling drained. You stop existing only in reaction to everyone else. Instead, you become intentional. You choose when to show up. You choose who gets access. You choose what deserves your energy. And the people who truly belong in your life won't disappear when you do this. They'll rise to meet you. Because real respect doesn't come from constant availability. It comes from self-respect. So stop being everywhere. Stop answering everything. Stop giving unlimited access to people who haven't earned permanent presence. Your life gets better the moment you realize you were never supposed to be accessible to everyone. You were supposed to be intentional with yourself.